Industry and honor are at stake as the Custodes attempt to purge this red planet of Votann prospectors. This is 40K in 40 minutes. Greetings 40K fans, my name is Tycho, the Child of Chaos, and today we have a game between Play on Tabletop and Northern Knights Gaming. Anthony has flown all the way from Ontario, Canada to play Nick with his own Votann. Both armies are beautifully painted by the Northern Knights team, and each will be facing off to see what is stronger, the light of the Emperor's golden defenders, or a grudge.
Normally you know me as Tau Nick, you might know me as Imperial Guard Nick, you might even know me as Gene Stealer Nick, and sometimes even Eldari Nick, Tira Nick, but this time, I'm Short Nick.
Short Nick himself has stomped into the fray today at the helm of the Votann.
Votann have railguns, Tau have railguns. How hard could this be?
At 2,000 points, you get a great pile of space dwarves, and Nick's list has it all. Uther the Destined leads one of two squads of Hearthkin. A Brokir Ironmaster, Einhir Champion, Call, and Grimnir lead 3 units of Hearthguard, 3 units of Pioneers, and a pair of Hecaton land fortresses.
And from the Tau's perspective, the Votann are only one short step away from joining the greater good.
Hey, I'm Anthony from NKG. I'm here to play the Silverwatch Custodes, and I can't wait to take down these dwarves.
Northern Knights' own Anthony is bringing the full force of the Emperor. The Custodes cometh.
NKG is Northern Knights Gaming. We're another battle report studio, and it's just so much fun to be here and to play.
Trajan Valoris himself, with a Blade Champion and a Watcher's Axe, lead 5 Custodian Guards, 5 Prosecutors, 2 pairs of Allurus Terminators, 2 pairs of Virtus Praetors, 2 squads of Sagittarum, and 2 Contemptor Dreadnoughts.
What got me into playing the game was this channel when they started. I've been here since the start as a fan watching, and now I have my own studio, and I'm here playing with them. It's just a really big step up for me that I never thought would happen.
The Custodians hit hard in melee, but are heavily outgunned. In particular, I do not see an answer to the land fortresses for the Imperial side. Hover bikes galore, the objectives should be contested early and often.
I'm really excited to use the Sagittarum today. I took 2 units of them because it is literally heavy bolters as a normal gun, except once a game, they can do devastating wounds. They might, if I get lucky enough, just one-shot a Hecaton with heavy bolters.
This mission is Taken Hold, Hammer and Anvil deployment with the Sweep and Clear mission rule. That means 5 points for holding an objective, which you can score 15. Hammer and Anvil has the armies running in from the sides, and Sweep and Clear means sticky objectives.
I think in this game, getting first turn on the Custodes would be very advantageous. If I can get onto the objectives, get some speed because my guys are slow, I can get closer to those objectives, take them and hold them, I have a better chance of winning this game. Anthony, welcome to the studio. Excited to have you here.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I'm fighting an army that I play a lot of with an army I don't really play. So I know your army better than I know mine.
Let's roll off to see which side we get.
Lucky for us.
I got a 1.
Immediately get a 6.
Hey, look at the play on dice.
In reserve for the Custodes are both of the Sagittarum units, one of whom has Trajan Valoris himself leading it. 2 units of Hearthguard and 1 of Hearthkin are teleporting in Crest First. A land fortress transports Hearthguard and Uther the Destined.
We are running the middle stuff as ruins.
Players always need to confer on how the terrain is going to be played. A fair game is fun for all. Hashtag no gotchas. Most terrain will be counted as ruins today, making sure there are places for things to hide as they will block line of sight.
Custodes Dreadnought is going right here.
Ooh, power move. Nick responds in kind and puts his bikes right on the line.
I'm gonna put a Terminator unit down, a little hidden right over here. These are the ones with spears. My deployment's gonna be a little interesting here. Not all my stuff is going into deep strike like Custodes usually can. The Terminators are gonna be deployed on the corner to screen out some of his deep strike, and if I get Investigate, they're gonna be really good for that.
The Votann keep up the pressure in aggressive position. Nick is true to form, even when cut down to size.
We put these guys right over here.
My whole strategy for deployment has got to come down to where are those land fortresses going to go.
The first of 2 Hecatons. These are big bad models, and the Custodes really don't have an answer for them.
On the line in the middle. They have reroll advance rolls.
Another Hecaton land fortress.
Ready to do a hecaton of damage.
Ah, that's pretty good. I like
You
that.
always got to do that.
Some sisters, don't have a prayer of scratching these advanced armored vehicles.
The Iron Master, my fix-it guy, is gonna go right over here. All his kin will squander out.
I just have the bikes left.
Let's see the bikes.
Custodian bikes, quick and deadly out on the flanks. The Grimnir and warriors hold the middle. Nick's zone is full of stunty warriors, and he has a ton of stuff still in Deep Strike. To finish up, one last unit of bikes hold up the middle, and the armies are set.
All right, so we are deployed. This is exciting. I can't wait to get to grips, but we got one important thing to do. Who is gonna go first?
I kind of hope I go second, since he's very slow. If I go first and I have to go out to meet him, I might have to essentially skip the first turn and just be like, no, I'll wait a second. You can move without me.
Ah! Death.
Anthony gets first turn, but that isn't what he wanted. Let's see if he can find a foothold in the early game to stage his assault from. Our sponsor today is GameMat EU. Boy howdy, do these guys make great mats and terrain. Right out of the box, pre-painted for your gaming enjoyment. Everything you need to have a great tabletop right here, right now. POT11 will give you 11% off at GameMat EU. You lucky folks, you'll get some amazing mats and terrain and have the tabletop of your dreams. GameMat EU.
So before we start this game, we've got a couple pre-game stuff to do. For one, I've got some scout moves, but more important than that, I get to judge you.
Votann Judgment falls upon Custodian guards in the middle and both bike units on the flanks. And the Spear Dread. 2 tokens each will give +1 to hit and +1 to wound against those units. Nasty. The Votann pre-game shenanigans continue as the bike units take their scout moves. Nick is hoping to gain position, but not give up an easy charge.
I got first turn. It's really not what I wanted, since I wanted to have an extra turn of him coming to me for me to play safe and just charge into him if I can. I might have to go to him now, and it's a little open field. It could be a shooting gallery. I'm gonna be hiding a little bit this turn.
All right.
You might call it cowardly. I'm calling it preparing for the next step.
Secondary draw for the Custodians are Area Denial and Secure No Man's Land. These are scoreable first turn. Not a bad draw. Both players to 1 command point.
So I will auto-advance these bikes 6.
Okay.
Movement phase. Anthony is going for it. There are big points to be scored.
Galladus Dreadnought is going to advance. So Dreadnought goes 4 more. It's gonna be going like that. So those bikes are gonna auto-advance 6 inches, letting them go 18 inches. I'm gonna fly over my own unit and go all the way to touch this objective. This Dreadnought is just gonna hug the terrain.
Hugging.
They're gonna go this way.
Ooh, going that way. That's not what I expected you to do.
Everything has a purpose. It might be confusing, but there is a method to my madness. I'm thinking a couple steps ahead. I just gotta go forward a bit. I will lock them down and just control the whole board.
The Custodes score 5 points for Area Denial and pull into the lead.
Well, that was a very uneventful first turn for Anthony. Nothing of my stuff died. Is that a perfect turn? My turn. We each get a command point. We're up to 2 each.
Secondary draws are Bring It Down and Deploy Teleport Homers. Very nice draw for the Votann. Nick should start his climb up the scoreboard.
Okay, so in this round, I gotta make sure I kill these bikes, because killing these bikes will not only net me a bunch of extra CP, but will take you off the objective. It'll be great. It'll be fantastic.
Nick bombs up the field to put down teleport homers. No fear. Otherwise, Nick doesn't seem to be his usual aggressive self. He is just making sure he can see those bikes.
If I can take out both of those bikes units, I'm in a good position here. We got the Grimnir.
Grimnir's got the psychic powers.
All right, so I'm gonna have to boop, 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 just to be able to see this guy right. So we're gonna move up all the way to just barely holding that objective, but I also wanna kinda like stagger that. I want to prevent shooting from over here, and I want to make sure all of them can see these guys right here. So, in the shooting phase, because the movement phase is done.
Here it comes. First volley from the Votann is often deadly. Ancestral Sentence on his Hearthkin warriors, but he does not farm a command point. Sustained hits for days, however.
I have judged these bikes, which means I'm going to get their +1 to hit, +1 to wound, and I'm going to use this awesome stratagem to sentence them to death. 1 CP, and if that unit is judged, I get sustained hits 2, which means I'm gonna get extra hits on 6s. So let's shoot this entire unit into these bikes. Let's do the railgun first, because it's cool. Hits on a 5-up, but I have you judged, which means I'm gonna hit you on a 4, because I get +1 to hit. So hitting on a 4 with a Ryo rifle, I hit. This is strength 12.
4-up invuln golden, boys.
No!
The railgun zaps one Virtus Praetor, and a command reroll can't even save him.
All right, and then I have 18 bolters.
The rest of the stunty host easily dispatches the remaining bike in a hail of shots. The Votann will gain 3 command points for killing a judged unit in the first turn, for ruthless efficiency in the next command phase.
That bike unit is toast! I didn't even need to shoot anything else. 1 unit of Hearthkin warriors. Boom! We're gonna go with these pioneers, and they're with an 8. Then I'm gonna use one of them for the grenade stratagem from these pioneers onto those bikes.
The Praetors on the other side eat a big grenade and then die to the Votann guns. No more command points left for the Votann.
Bikes are gone. I killed all the bikes. You know what? That was all I really wanted to do. Anything else is bonus. Like this railgun bonus, it's gonna happen right now!
The land fortress now blasts away at the exposed dreadnought and takes it down to 7 wounds, but that's all. No joy on the big game hunt, that rail cannon stymied by a golden force field.
That's all I've got. I've got nothing else to shoot at you with, but I will score a bunch of points.
Losing those 2 bike squads, I lost a lot of my front line. This Adeptus dreadnought, he needs to do his job. I paid the points for him to take that shield and get a 4-up invuln. He has the same coin flip of everyone else. It is bound to happen eventually. I need him up there.
Nick discards Bring It Down and scores 5 points for deploying teleport homers. Tie game at 5 into turn 2. Up to 3 command points for the Custodes and 2 for the Votann. Secondary draw is Defend Stronghold and Extend Battle Lines. This is a great draw and could put the Custodians into a commanding lead. 5 points for holding 1 primary objective, Anthony back into the lead. He will need to get aggressive or he's just going to keep losing models. Let's see how he does.
I can't hide from them forever.
The Dreads are leading the charge. They move up aggressively. The Terminators scoot out under cover looking for a charge.
That Terminator unit is gonna walk closer to your bikes because it's funny. That's it. Oh, deep strikes.
Upon beams of golden light, the Sagittarum arrive.
When I used to play, I would think about holding the Sagittarum down for extra turn, play it safe, put them where they're really needed. But I was taught, get them down right away. Don't lose out on that extra turn of damage. Pop the devastating wounds right away because you just gotta get the full damage potential out right away. Go down, hit hard, strike like lightning.
All right, shooting phase.
I got the Adeptus dreadnought.
Okay.
He's ready to flame those guys.
Purge with flame. The dreadnought pours fire into the hearthkin and torches a single dwarf.
I'm gonna do that dreadnought into your bikes over there. Let's see. Let's do the storm bolters first.
The spear dread takes aim at the trikes and only tickles 1. Nick uses reactive reprisal for 2 command points and shoots back at the dreadnought.
That unit of pioneers is barely damaged and has so many guns. I have a real chance of taking down that dreadnought. Hernkin Pioneers, 2 high-las rotary cannons.
The bikes tear into the dread and drop it down to 4 wounds after a command reroll on his armor. 2 command points left for Anthony, none for Nick.
I didn't manage to take it down, but man, did I get close.
The Sagittarum with Trajan are gonna shoot.
Yep.
And I'm gonna immediately activate their ability for devastating wounds.
Nice.
I'm gonna shoot at your pioneers that just took a chunk out of my dreadnought.
Yeah.
Let's go. 6 is being devastating.
Is it multiple damage?
2 damage each.
2 damage each. So 2 go through.
The Sagittarum blast the trikes on the hill.
I have another unit to do the same thing.
Ooh, we're gonna do the devastating wounds at the same time?
Yes, because if I don't and you start killing them, it doesn't get effective anymore. I'm gonna shoot the Hearthkin in the back because I hate them. Let's go, boys.
The other Sagittarum go after the hearthkin and take them down to 8.
You've killed a good chunk of that unit. And then how many?
1 devastating.
1 devastating, so I gotta kill this guy. Boom!
They're gonna shoot their Castellan Axe into the Pioneers. Castellan Axe first because this is the best chance of doing damage to you. 2s.
The Allurus Custodians shoot at some bikes.
Now it's just time for charges.
All right, this is big.
Charge phase. This is it. Success or failure may ride on these few rolls.
The Castellan Guard, this is the one I need first. I'm getting it out of the way first.
Charging.
The Pioneers over here on the objective. I think it's 7. Please.
You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Oh no!
Free reroll. Just need a 7.
Oh no!
I got 1 orange.
I mean, you can still get in there with the Dreadnought.
I still have the Dreadnought. Let's go, boy. He makes it.
Dreadnought's
That's what I
100%
needed.
in, yeah.
That Dreadnought's going to charge in because this is the one I got to reroll if I need it. I need a 10. 10. Close.
A command point reroll down to 1 makes the failure of the other dread even worse.
That is the fun one, so might as well.
The Terminators make up for it, making a huge charge into the hover trikes, deploying the center homers.
See if I could tie up the Hecaton.
A big charge from the Sagittarium as well. Get them onto the Hecaton.
All right, how's it
Fight
going?
phase. I gotta pick a kata. Dakatori stance. Morse's hit shots. More hits. Daka! This is the important fight first, so let's do it over here.
The Dreadnought murders the bikes, and he stands tall on the objective. He is now judged for being effective.
Their axes are unwieldy. They hit on 3s, but I still have sustained hits, and this is also 3 damage.
Nice.
Hitting on 3s.
The Terminators are next. Axes flash and slaughter the squad. And now they are judged too.
Over here.
What do you think's in these land fortresses? It's just a whole publishing house.
There's 3 guys in range. 4 attacks each. 2s. 2s is so nice. I miss this. I'm gonna miss playing Custodes if I stop.
Oh,
Look at that, 3 of them.
On 4s. I saved 2 of them, 1 goes through, taking me down to 15 wounds. I'm gonna fight back with the Flying Fortress.
The fortress rolls back doing 3 wounds, but the armor of the Custodes hold. A great turn 2 for the Custodes, 5 points for extend battle lines, puts him to 15 and a healthy lead. He should be able to hold on to his home objectives to score another 3 after the Votann go for defend stronghold.
1 command point for the beginning of the round, and I score 3 because in round 1, I did kill a unit with a judgment token.
Yep.
No prisoners, and defend stronghold is a good draw for the Votann. 10 primary points will tie the game as Nick dives into his second turn.
Uthar the Destined, my named character, as well as his 5-man unit of Hearthguard, are gonna get out of that transport right beside it.
Overwatch from the Custodes as the Hearthguard get out of the Hecaton, but it misses. No luck.
All right, now I feel bad doing that little cheeky Overwatch because I didn't even hit once. I don't know, sometimes it happens.
Nick pops ordered retreat for 1 command point down to 3, so his Hecaton will be able to shoot after it falls back. Ruthless efficiency indeed.
My plan for this turn is to try to take out both those Dreadnoughts, get on some objectives, and hold off those Sagittarium if I can. I'm gonna move these Pioneers up here to double down on this objective, and maybe I can take these guys out. That'd be great. So I will have to advance with those guys to get on the objective. The Grimnar and his unit of Hearthkin Warriors is gonna advance 1 inch, but that's all I need!
That is all you needed.
To move 6 inches, what a normal, non-squattish warrior would do.
When you run, you move normal.
What I'm gonna do is, this is already sticky and mine, so I'm gonna move backwards with these guys and get a bunch of shots on these guys over here.
As the movement phase ends, a huge contingent of deep strikers start teleporting in. Hearthkin go deep and the Hearthguard drop in to protect the deployment zone.
And then lastly, I have 1 more 5-man unit of Hearthguard, and they also have an attached in here champion. All right, movement phase done, into the shooting phase. Let's go with this unit right here. And they're gonna target this unit of Terminators over here.
Ancestral Sentence on the Pioneers for more sustained action.
1 left of the big, scary, high-las rotary cannons. We're gonna do 1 of those first. Hitting on 3s because you're...
3s. 1 goes through.
Oh yeah! Now 3 wounds remaining here. All right, then we're gonna go with the shotguns.
The Allurus Terminators are under a bullet buzzsaw, and he loses 1 to weight of fire.
I'm really glad there's 1 Terminator left because I'm gonna revive and just, he didn't do anything. He's gonna come back, stand right back up, and get revenge.
So all of these guys that can shoot are gonna fire into these sisters right here. Rail rifle. That manages to hit on
It does hit.
Look at that. And that's a wound.
The Hearthkin shoot the sisters in the back. Rail rifle, pink mists 1, and the bolters tear down 2.
Hearthkin Warriors are gonna fire into these Trajan and the Sagittarium? Sagittarium. Rail rifle! It misses. 4 of the regular bolters. I'll
Nice and
take
easy.
it. I wounded you once.
Please, Custodes save. Hey, good.
And then we'll go with these guys right here, these Hearthguard Warriors, into the Sagittaria and Trajan.
The Volkite from the Hearthguard only manage 1 devastating wound.
Good. So 1 guy takes a wound.
You manage to slough off the wounds, but Can you slough off a rail cannon at point blank range? I'm gonna hit you with all my heavy bolters. Hitting on 4s, and sorry, I have twin linked. I forgot about that.
You have twin linked, yes. Saves. Good.
All right, well, I'm gonna shoot my Hekaton warhead. The D6 plus 3 shots with the Hekaton warhead, hitting on 4s, and your blast, so I get one more hit. Nope. Really
Nice.
poor roll there.
Let's see. Do I save it? Invuln. I'm good.
All right, now take a railgun to the head. One hit, hits, wounds, -4. 5 up?
4 up.
Oh!
4 up Invuln.
Shield bounces.
Right off. He just stands there. He's like, huh?
Hearthguard warriors are gonna fire into these Sagittarium. They didn't in this case. All right, 5s.
5s.
Oh, those are all devastating!
No! That does pop a guy.
And a half.
And at more than a half.
And then I've got Utar the Destined with his Volkite Disintegrator with 3 attacks, hitting on 2s. And he wounds them. So once per turn, I can change that to a 6. I'm gonna change that to a 6, make that a devastating wound. Take another one off. Plop. There you go.
The Volkite train continues, and losses mount.
All right, I have one last unit to shoot with, and it is this Hekaton Land Fortress.
Nick is not going to split fire. His last land fortress looks to kill the dreadnought. No sweat. The rail cannon lands and blows that dread into next week.
That's all I can do for shooting. Let's try some charges. Hearthkin warriors are gonna try to charge your Sisters of Silence.
The Hearthkin charge needs a 9 to steal the Custodes' home objective.
5, 6, 7. Let's try that big epic charge. All those Hearthgud warriors are gonna try to charge that dreadnought. 679! That's exactly what I needed!
That is exactly it.
That Iron Hair champion has a mass drive accelerator. On a 2 to 5, you suffer D3 mortal wounds, which could kill you. On a 6, you suffer D6.
Oh.
You suffer D3 mortal wounds as I run into you with a mass drive accelerator. Three mortal wounds!
Did you say mortal wounds? 4s. I take 2.
He's alive with one wound! All right, and then we've got a charge here from these Hearthguard warriors into the Sagittarii.
Hearthguard fail 1 charge, but their brethren, led by Uthar, make it and crash into the Sagittarium.
That's all the charges. Let's fight. Let's continue with that fight then. If you can, the Ironheart champion might do it all by himself, and we'll go with him first.
You can get,
He hits all 3.
yeah.
The big hammer goes bop, but the armor holds. However, his fight is a bit of a foregone conclusion. His guards finish the job, and the robot goes down.
Good job, Hearthguard.
All right, I did lose both the dreadnoughts. I didn't really need them because, yeah, they're nice at melee, but they're just one model.
We got one more combat right here. The Hearthguard warriors into your Sagittarium. I have Utar there. Utar's gonna go first because he has 5 attacks. Hitting on 2s. 4s.
Yep. 4s. 1.
The other Hearthguard hitting on 3s. Failed one of them. 4s. 4 times at -2.
Well, let's go make them all this time. I failed 3.
Only 1 damage each, but
So-
I'll kill 1 and 1.
And 1 goes to 1.
So now fight me back.
I'm gonna pick lethal hits. I got my Space Shanks, the Misericordias.
The fight back kills a guard.
All right, and that is the end of my turn, sir.
Upon golden light will allow the Terminators hanging in the backfield to go back into reserves. They will deep strike in the next turn. 1 command point. 2 points for no prisoners, gains 4 points, and Nick holds on to defend stronghold. Anthony scores 3 for defending his stronghold, and the score is Custodes 18 to the Votann 19. Super close game into turn 3.
At the end of my turn, I'm pretty happy with how that went. I took out both dreadnoughts. I'm on 4 of the objectives. I am threatening his home objective. I think I've got this. Round 3. Command point for each of us. I go up to 3.
Go up to 2.
From the ashes, with vigil unending, an Allurus Terminator is returned to the fray. That costs a command point. He will have 1 remaining for the round to Nick's 3.
Losing 1 Terminator hurts. Losing 1 of any Custode hurts. So let's just have him stand right back up. No wounds too great for the Custodes.
Secondary draw is engage on all fronts and assassination. These are scoreable with some work. Battle shock is no problem. Now, target priority will be the question. 5 primary points, Nick's him 23 victory points and the lead.
I'm going to tactically withdraw and run away. Right around the corner.
Setting up for charges, there's not a ton of movement here.
Tactical retreat.
The Terminators look to secure the center and return to the battlefield at the end of the movement phase.
All right, shooting.
Okay.
Sagittarm in the back corner with Trajan are going to shoot the Hearthguard. Let's go!
The Sagittarium pump shots into the Hearthguard, dropping 2.
Aloris Custodians into the Pioneers.
Got it.
The Terminators fail to hurt a bike, and the Custodian Guard shoot at the Hearthguard. Void Armor puts Nick to 2 command points remaining and should blunt the shooting here.
Hitting on 2s. Re-roll wound rolls. Wow.
And 2 go through. How much damage does this do?
2 damage
2
each.
damage each. You
Nick is mad. He pops Reactive Reprisal and shoots back with 8 Voltite Disintegrators.
Vulcanite disintegrators.
Judgy, this is brutal! A Custode falls to the heretical future weapons.
But I'm not done yet.
Oh, you're still shooting.
Nick remembers his grenade launchers this time and makes a lot of noise and scores a wound.
The Ironhair champion.
The Ironhair champion chips a wound as well, but 2 wounds remain. No command points left.
Terminators in the middle into the Hearthkin. 2s. 5s.
1 wound.
Another Votann falls to bolters.
Charge! I'm charging right here.
Yeah.
Please don't let this be the high
Double
roll.
ones. Double ones.
I can make that.
Oh, yeah, you could.
Please don't roll high. I need the high over there. 6. Come in. The Sagittarm in the corner with Trajan Valoris are charging the Hearthkin with the Ironmaster. 10.
Double ones. It's a 4.
Sagittarium get in, needing a command reroll. Trajan will fight.
Get more distance this way for when I consolidate and go even more onto there. Trajan's team has got to go up there, take his objective. It's going to force him to hold Defense Stronghold for another turn, so he can't draw an extra one, and it could just compound him denying his secondaries. Who knows, maybe he'll just stay low the rest of the game. One more charge, the less important charge in the middle.
The Terminators fail in the middle, but the bikes get jumped on the objective.
So I got to pick a stance. I'm going to pick sustained hits. I will fight first over here. I'm going to do the guy with the Misericordia first.
Okay.
So, if you're on an objective, I get to reroll the wound roll. Oh boy. I get to reroll 3 of them. Look at that.
The Banner Bear shanks a Hearthguard, and the swords go to work.
These are basically the Misericordias with +1 strength. Let's go. Oh my god.
3 more go down, and now the Sword Wizard will do his thing.
I'm gonna pick the precision profile. I'm gonna behead the beast here.
Okay.
Because I have Assassinate. With full reroll to wound roll. So 4s, oh boy. And these are precision. So all wound.
On 4-ups. Yeah! I failed 1! Champion! I am here, champion! Oh, sorry. I am here, champion! So he's down to 3 wounds remaining.
I don't behead the beast. Then I get to fight over there. I need to pile in.
You wanna do that?
Yep.
Okay, and then this guy,
He's already in base contact
yeah,
there.
so he goes there.
Now for Trajan. This is a big one. Trajan only manages to kill 2 ecogs. That's a bit weak.
You ready for the Space Shanks?
Space Shanks.
2s. No rerolls.
The Sagittarium weigh in. Slaughtered! Big assassination points, and with a pile-in, Anthony has nabbed the Votann home objective. Great move.
Take that judgment token and
I got one more fight. I just
you
remembered.
got more right here. See if you can take out all of these bikes.
8 attacks.
Yeah.
Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s.
On 5s, I save 1. Kills 1 bike, kills 2 bikes, kills 3 bikes. You killed all the bikes.
Hey. Oh, how the tables turned. Double judged.
All right, so that was amazing. I get to fight you back now. The champion and the Hearthguard are going to try to take you out. Down to 2s. I hit them all.
Ooh. 2s.
Them all.
4 up.
Oh, yes! I'm gonna kill them all!
The Ironheart champion smashes down 3 Custodian Guard. He is mad!
Oh, yeah! All right, so now the Hearthguard, see if they can take you out. So I've got 4 left.
The gauntlet's next. The unit is killed, and the blade champion is down to 4 wounds. Judgment tokens are dangerous. Score 5 for assassination. Anthony was unable to do engage on all fronts, and cashes it in for a command point. Nick did not secure his stronghold.
All right, so he's taken my home objective, but I can take it back. I have 2 land fortresses, count them, 2. So at the beginning of my turn, I'm gonna get a command point, going up to 1.
I go up to 2.
And I still have Defense Stronghold because I can't do it!
Nick draws Cleanse. He can do it, but it will blunt his firepower, and he needs to take back his home objective. Insane bravery on the Hearthguard to ensure 10 primary points. Nick is in the lead.
Uttar, the Destined, will judge these stupid Sagittarium and give them the Judgment Token. They're at 1 Judgment Token. Then we'll go into my movement phase. These Hearthguard warriors, 5 inches up, and we're gonna go try to take this objective back away from you. Hurrah! To get within 3 inches of this objective, I need a 4.
2.
5!
Ooh, that is easily in.
Boom! My objective now, and no one can say otherwise.
Lots of standing around and shooting for Nick here. The Hecaton returns to his wall position, and Uttar looks to chase down the Sagittarium.
Let's go to shooting.
Yeah.
These guys are gonna shoot all their Volkite into here. First I'm gonna fire my Mega Arcturus Bolter thing into these guys.
The Hearthguard's Volkite blasts the Allurus unit, big damage. The other Sagittarium lose a man to more Volkite fire from Uttar.
All these guys are gonna shoot those guys. All right, so 1 Volkite hits you twice, wounds you none. It's a Volkite Disintegrator. And wounds you none, but I'm gonna turn that into a 6 to automatically make that a devastating wound and kill one of them.
1 Sagittarium down.
All of these Hearthkin into these guys right here. Rail Rifle! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
There it is.
I take 4 wounds.
2s.
Great. 1 damage. I got 1 to 1 wound. Great. Grimnir. Psychic ability. Oh, I've got in range of psychic abilities. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Ancestral Wrath. We're gonna do focused Witchfire, so it's hazardous and does multiple damage. Hitting on 2s. All of them? 5s.
I hope I make them all.
All right, first one does D3. 2 damage and then kills that 1 Terminator. All right, time for some charge. Oh, not for charges. I've got some fighting here. Yeah, big giant rail guns into Trajan. First rail gun from this one right here. Fire! The bolters, I got 1 sustained. And that is 1 wound.
Twin linked.
Twin light, thank you. 2 wounds.
3 up. I failed 1.
Hey, I killed 1!
You did.
Well, that was fine because I was leading up for the next one.
Because I am judged.
I hit ya.
It hits.
Excellent.
Oh.
And it wounds at minus 40 billion.
4 up in bomb. Saved?
Yes!
I do have 2 CP left. You know what?
Yeah, you get a lot of
Yeah,
CP.
peer pressure.
Get so
Yeah, let's
much
go.
CP.
Look,
Who cares about using CP?
50-50. Look at this. No!
D6 plus 1 billion damage. One guy gets completely iced. Some have more heavy bolters. Becomes 2 wounds. At twin linked, becomes 4 wounds.
Let's go. 3 up. I failed 1.
2 damage on one of them.
I kind of forgot you had 2.
Lastly, I have 2 Mater autocannons.
The Mater autocannon fells another.
Into the charge phase. We're gonna charge this unit of Hearthguard warriors into this one lonely Sagittarium.
Hearthguard go for the charge and make it with a 4, nipping at the heels of the fleeing Sagittarium. The Hearthkins swoop onto the last Allurus Terminator. Not many Custodes left.
All right, so let's do this one over here. Hitting on 2s. Hits them all.
Uttar the Destined hacks down the craven Sagittarium.
And let's go over here. He's gonna do his Dark Star Axe.
The Call's Darkstar Axe fails to fell the Terminator,
Only had more attacks. Oh, wait, I do!
but the Hearthguard Plasma Blades swing away, and Anthony will need a command point reroll to survive. No, he goes down.
We have one last fight over there, but you want to fight first?
Yes. I'm only going 4s. You know what? I will do lethal. Let's go 2s. 4s.
He kills the Ironheart champion and a Hearthguard. He needed that last round.
You will be remembered in the halls of our ancestors. I have concussion gauntlets.
Scenario.
All right, Reese.
Reese.
I wanted you only twice. I wish you were double judged.
Or can make them both. I make one.
All right, down to 2 wounds. Almost got him. That's the end of my turn. I think that was actually a great turn.
Nick scores no secondary and keeps cleanse and defend stronghold. The score is 29 for Nick and 28 for Anthony. Very close game, but Anthony is really starting to run out of killing power. What can he do to turn this around in turn 4?
Start of turn 4. What do you got?
In the command phase, Anthony spends his command point for Vigil Unending again and gains another Terminator.
All right, smart play from Anthony here. He's brought back another guy. That middle objective is very scary now. Those 2 Terminators can take out probably that entire unit of Hearthkin Warriors by themselves.
Bring it down and storm hostile objective. Mean the land fortress's wall needs to break for the Custodes to have victory. Tall order, even for the Golden Boys.
The game is telling me to kill that Hecaton. He's gonna fall back around you and triple his OC. So now he's OC 6.
And Nick uses Overwatch for his land fortress.
I've got enough guns with the land fortress. If I manage to get just one through these multi-damage, he's only got 2 wounds left. If I manage to get one shot through, that Blade Master will be gone, and that objective will still be mine. Big giant railgun. Start it off. See if I can't get it. Come on, give me the 6. Give me the 6s. 6s to hit. No, opposite of 6. Autocannon. Ba-boom. No 6s.
Oh.
Heavy bolters.
Heavy bolters.
Just give me 1 6 to go through. 2 6s.
And twin linked.
That is 2 wounds. Twin linked. 2 wounds.
I can't look.
It fails. He's gone.
Even the one that got out. Oh.
No, I got him.
I'm gonna walk up 5 inches.
Trajan and the Sagittarium secure their charge, and so do the Terminators.
I gotta go for the gamble. I don't have much left.
Yeah.
So they're gonna pop back out.
Yeah. You never know. You could get lucky.
The Guardian Spears, 2 shots each. It can happen.
Yep.
Oh. I'll hit. Strength 7. 2 wounds. AP 1.
3. Same both.
Damn. They're shooting in.
So this whole unit is shooting into them?
6 heavy bolter shots.
Attempting to soften the land fortress with bolters goes about as well as can be expected.
The sisters, who have bolters. 4 shots. 1 miss. And, 5s. 1.
4 up. Save.
I don't have much left, so it's time to charge.
Time to charge.
I'm gonna charge the Hearthkin unit with the Terminators.
No CV, can't do anything about it.
Charge of the Terminators and Sisters and Sagittarium. Make this a melee to be remembered. All the Custodians are in combat now.
Trajan is going to activate his ability to have 12 attacks instead of 6. And I'm gonna pick my Kata stance. This is strength 10, so it'd be 5s. Lethal hits.
Yeah.
15 wounds. Let's see. 5s.
And I saved 2 of them.
3 damage.
Only 1 goes through. 3 damage. I'm down to 12 wounds remaining.
Hey, let's look at the Misericordias. Misery.
You got a little bit of misery left.
6s. 1 at AP 2. You're the Emperor's Chosen. You were trained for this.
It goes through. How much damage?
1.
1. All right, down to 11 wounds. But you do not take that objective away from me.
I do not. I couldn't kill it, but he can't kill me because it's just tread marks. So I should be safe for a little bit.
And you do have a chance here.
2s with 3s.
The Terminators slaughter 6, but that is not enough.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, fight this quick.
4 attacks. And 5s.
And this technically puts you in lead objective. Then I get to pile in and fight you back. And I will try to smack you with the axes of the dwarves. Baruch Kazad!
Nice and easy, 2 up. Good.
Mass Gauntlet with 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. Hits twice. Wounds twice at -2.
-2, 5 up.
5 ups, 3 damage each.
Ah, you only kill 1.
I only kill 1, but the rest pile in and should be able to slaughter you. Hits you twice. Wounds you once.
3 up. Sister of battle time.
No!
No!
You die.
She tried.
Nick does the only scoring, netting 3 for Defend Stronghold. Bad news for the Custodians. This game is getting away from them.
All right, I go up to 1 command point. You go up to 1 command point.
Cleanse is held, and the draw is engaged on all fronts. Back to 1 command point each. Nick just needs to close this one out. There is real danger of there being no Custodians left at all at the end of the turn.
So I control all 5 objectives.
All 5.
I'm going to fall back with these guys.
Okay.
Ordered retreat again on the land fortress for 1 command point.
Advance them 6 inches, and they're going to go way over there, getting me engaged on all fronts.
Yep.
One last movement.
One last movement.
Just in case you don't die to railguns, let's die to Uhtred.
The Hearthguard and Hearthkin each perform the cleanse action of their respective objectives they control.
All right, railguns.
I'm not hitting the dirt.
You're judged.
The land fortresses turn on the flower of the Empire, Trajan Valoris, but they fail to kill him. His bodyguard, however, is no more.
Charge phase. I'm going to charge Trajan with Utar.
Utar the Destined and his Hearthguard make the charge. Trajan is alone.
Let's fight. Hearthguard with their Power Blade, Plasma Blade gauntlets. The Plasma Blade gauntlet will fire into you, Boars, and I wound you 5 times.
Trajan parries the Plasma Blades, and Utar goes to work.
Hitting on 2s. On 4s, 6s are devastating. I'm gonna use Uthar's once per turn ability to turn one of those misses into a 6, automatically wounding, but also causing devastating wounds.
1 devastation and 2 wounds. Trajan needs a command point reroll to survive the onslaught and attack back.
1 wound remaining.
So 6 attacks. It's no longer 12. I'm gonna pick sustained hits.
Okay.
So 6s. 1. So 1 out, 1 in.
6 hits and 3 wounds. The Hearthguard armor holds.
So I have cleanse on 2 objectives, then engage on all fronts. I have 1, 2, 3 table quarters.
Valiant effort, but the alien firepower was too oppressive, and Trajan could not cut down a land fortress with an axe. Nick will score 3 victory points for engage on all fronts, and 5 for cleansing 2 objectives.
Good game, sir.
Good game.
Thank you so much for coming down and playing.
Add paint, and the final score is 38-60 for Nick and the Votann. Thank you, Anthony, for coming out and showing off your awesome models.
Dude, you taught me how to play Votann here.
Yeah.
Like, thank you so much for spending the time and making it a good game and not just steamrolling because I didn't know the army. You were kind and gracious in how you showed me how the units work. Thank you so much.
Check out the fantastic battle reports on Northern Knights' YouTube channel. They have a ton of great content. Thank you as well to our sponsor, GameMat EU, for the fantastic terrain and mats. Most of all, thank you for watching. We do it for you. If you like what we do, please consider supporting us through YouTube membership or Patreon. You'll get exclusive releases, as well as behind-the-scenes interviews, early access to most of our shows, and access to our Discord, the most happening 40K community around.
I lose by a decent amount, but it's not a total stomp. Top army against bottom army, and I did okay.
It was a valiant effort from Anthony. Thank you so much for playing. If Trajan could have done just a little better, he could have done a lot more points and made this game a lot closer.
What a game. Until we see you next time, play on.
I'm really happy to be here. It's a weird feeling. Nothing, like, it doesn't matter how much I get stomped, nothing's gonna bring me down from this. I'm just so excited to be here. This is amazing.
Anthony, you're a great opponent and player. It was fun to play with you. It was enjoyable to play with you. I thank you very much for coming down, and I hope you come back again to play on Tabletop and get another chance to win those dice.
No victory dice for me. I hope I get another chance to go for it. I'll bring a better army this time. Maybe Guard, maybe Gene Stewart Cult, something I really know how to play. And I want those dice.
I was rooting for you. I wanted you to win those. I wanted to see them on your channel. And I gotta say, Votann are awesome. These allies of the greater good, they're just, they're awesome. They're great. Yeah. Too bad, hey, GW, can you make them allied? That'd be really, really cool.